Hello, good morning, storage scavengers.
It's not morning, it's night.
I know, but I always say good morning.
Oh, okay, just saying.
It's always morning somewhere. I hope y'all are doing well today. We are having a blast, having a great time.
Hi, everyone.
We are going to go through here and say hello to a few people real quick. And all the way up there, first one in the chat. Hello, Kathy. I hope you're having a good day today.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Joyce. Thank you for
Hi,
following
Joyce.
us around again today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, look, Storage Scavenger's here. Hi, Storage Scavenger. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Well, I'd hope Storage Scavenger was here. we wouldn't be going.
Hi, KJ.
Hi, KJ.
Hope you and the kids are doing well. Good evening, Mary. Thank you for joining us today. And Foundations for You today. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen Foundations for You today, she's a new channel. She's just got a few videos up, but she's doing good videos over there. I was just watching them just a little bit ago. So y'all should check out her channel. There's her link. Give her some love and subscribe to her channel. She's doing a great job. Hope y'all are doing well. I agree with you, Foundations, on the cross posting. That's the same reason we don't cross post.
James, I thought I saw a scavenger. Oh, wait, I did. I see several scavengers.
Yay. So how's everybody doing today? Hope y'all are doing well. We're going to be having some talks today about our eBay workflow, some of the things we're doing to improve our workflow. And if anybody wants to join us on the panel, there's a link in the chat. You can click on that link to join us on the StreamYard, and we can chat about workflows because I'm trying to improve mine.
Yes, you're.
And that's where this whole discussion came from. Is I'm trying to improve my workflow, and I'm muddling through it, trying to figure it out.
It doesn't help when he has a wife who bothers him sometimes.
And we're going to be sharing some of the things that we're doing, and hopefully some people want to join us and talk about their workflows and talk about how things are going for them. Hi, Pearlini.
Hi, Pearlini.
Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for joining us.
Joyce, I don't think I got to say hi to you, but hi, Joyce.
Let's see. I've only seen Joyce on one live stream.
She was there last Thursday.
On one live stream.
Oh, that'd be cool if we could get Joyce up here. You want to come up here, Joyce?
So, but one of the things we've been working on the challenge for Danica, and it's been, I'm seeing improvement, I'm seeing growth, but not nearly as fast as I need to meet this challenge that Danica gave me. So I'm trying to work on some ways to improve my own workflow and to help get things listed faster and better and easier. And I'm one of those people that I will trial and error everything to death until I figure it out. But sometimes it's a little bit easier if somebody gives you some suggestions along the way. So that's why I decided to have this open panel discussion and allow people to give us their 2 cents worth on how to improve workflows. Hello, Pearl. Hello, Sandy. I hope you're doing well today.
Sandy. Betty.
And Ms. Betty Webb, you are one of our original followers. You've been with us this whole time. We really appreciate you guys.
I haven't.
Before we get into the discussion, just a reminder, there's already a link over here on our channel. But we are having a birthday party Saturday. We're going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be doing some auctions. It's our YouTube birthday. Our 1-year anniversary on YouTube.
It's time to party.
September the 12th. So we're going to be going over there, and we're going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be having some fun, playing some games. We're probably going to auction off a few lots maybe, and just having a hangout and chat with our fans and saying thank you to our subscribers for helping us along this journey and helping us to grow the way y'all have. So hope you guys join us again. I've already got it set up, so there's a link on the homepage of our channel here. If you are new here, if you don't know who we are the storage scavengers. We roam the Texas Hill Country looking for lost treasures in abandoned storage units. We also go thrifting, garage sailing. We're even talking about doing some dumpster diving, and we share the treasures that we find here, as well as tips and things on how we resell the stuff we find as well. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you're new here, click the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and that really helps our channel out. That helps YouTube to know that people like the content that we're sharing, and that lets YouTube know to share it with more people. So great. Thank you guys so much that have been doing that. And show me pickers. Hello, John. How are you doing today?
Hello. Sandy, I'm sorry to hear about your phone doing that.
Yeah, I am going to go ahead and do this again. Again, this is going to be an open panel discussion, so I'm going to put the link in the chat if anybody would like to join us here on the panel. We're talking about our workflow, how we're doing our eBay listings, and some of the struggles we've had and some of the improvements we've made and are making, but also, looking at ideas on how we can improve it further. So
you're wanting a wrench, Sandy?
Yeah, there's a lot of people don't have a wrench. I've actually, unlike a lot of the other channels, I kind of limit how many people have a wrench on my channel. There's only a few people that have got wrenches on my channel, and they're the people that moderate for me. I know some channels
is horrible.
Yeah, the glitching across YouTube has been horrible all day. Some channels are doing it, some channels aren't. Some people are doing it, some people aren't, even on the same channels. And I don't know what's causing it. It's been like that. I know I've done it, and I've watched some channels that have been doing that all day. And some channels, it's just not working very well. I did have a few the other night. Again, the people that do have wrenches, or the people that are kind of helping moderate the chat and have been here. Yeah, I have noticed that most of the people I've talked to are saying it's the phone app, but it still doesn't explain why I can be on one channel and it's doing it, but I go to another channel and it's not on the same phone.
Then again, we've got some horrible weather out here.
So yeah. Well, it's not just the weather, because other people are around the country are having the same problem.
Oh, okay. Guys,
so I think it's a glitch in the app, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Jessica's cold. She wasn't feeling well earlier. Yeah, it could be the internet. It could be something in the app itself. There's a lot of factors that can cause that, and I'm really sorry about it. I wish there was something I could do about it. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do to control that. You don't know how to post links. That's okay.
That's okay. I don't either. I don't know how to post links either. Y'all gave me a
wrench. I was having that problem on Miranda's channel. That's actually part of why I left her channel when I did, was because she was having that issue over there. And then I went over to Fluffy's channel, and there were other people at Fluffy's channel having that problem, but I wasn't. So again, I don't know why. It's weird, and it's not consistent in how it's working on different devices in different places. So it's just a YouTube glitch somewhere in the system or something. I'm not sure.
Suzanne, that happened the other day with us on YouTube. James was actually watching his live.
Ours was doing it on our TV
on the TV
the other day.
And he went in to look at us, and it kept on knocking him out on his. He could see everybody else.
I was watching everybody else's channel. I couldn't watch my own videos.
Yeah, he couldn't watch his own videos. It was
and funny, some of us just have to have such a big head. We have to sit around watching ourselves on TV all day. No, I usually will replay my videos and watch them, because I'm watching my own videos all the time to see how I can improve things and to look at how I did things and see what I can improve.
Oh, you thought you needed a wrench to bid or buy. We're not doing that today, though.
That's some channels. That's not the rules on our channel. That's the way some people run their auctions, is you have to have a wrench to bid or buy. And we're not doing an auction today. This is actually just a a live stream chat and discussing
That may be happening tomorrow, Saturday, right? Saturday, when we all decide that we're going to go party. Y'all are
Yeah,
going to
that's
come
gonna be
party
our
with us,
party.
right? Saturday,
And
3 o'clock.
hello, Hickory Springs. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing well today. And Pick with Joy, thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a great day. Thank y'all for coming tonight. I know we do these late at night. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to come and watch our channel and talk to us and share your ideas and share your content with us. Again, y'all make sure we're checking out each other's channels as well. There's a lot of great channels that come through here. And also, few announcements that I want to make. First of all, we are getting involved in a collaboration. It's a D-Stash Declutter with a bunch of crafters big auction. And we've got 35 channels right now. And she's still maybe adding a few more. It's being run by Cha-Cha at the Junking Data Girl. And the links to all the channels that are participating in this big auction are in the description of all my videos right now. So check out the channels in there, subscribe to them. Also, we will be hosting some of those auctions right here on our channel, and we'll be sharing the schedules and who's hosting the other auctions as well. It's going to be a 4-day auction collab where we're going to be doing a lot of auctions. It's going to be mostly crafting stuff. It's going to be, some of it's going to be crafting materials, but it's also going to be handcrafted items that some of the crafters on YouTube have made and are putting up for auction.
Right. Well,
so that makes some great Christmas
You're not the only one
presents.
that just buys for family or yourself. Storage Scavenger just bought me a bracelet yesterday.
I mean, I bought Jessica a bracelet yesterday at an auction. We're going to be selling some crafting supplies, but also some handcrafted items that we've found in storage units. So we're going to be selling some of that stuff. And some of it's some stuff out of our own house that we're making some room. So we have some things that are handcrafted items that, they're special. They mean something because we know the people that made them.
Hey,
but we also have plenty of others. And speaking of the crafting auction, there is Miss Cha-Cha in the chat. Hello, Cha-Cha. We were just talking about the collaboration and what's going on with that. And the links to everybody's channels are down in the description. So check everybody out and make sure y'all subscribe to everybody. So hope y'all are doing fantastic.
Will we be having like planner accessories maybe? I don't know what those are.
I can't say. I don't have any planner accessories. I really can't tell you what everybody else is bringing to the auction. And, we'll see what they bring when they bring it. But like I said, there's going to be, it's the 15th through the 20th, and we're going to have a lot of channels getting together and running auctions. And so we'll be seeing a lot of stuff. We'll be sharing what other channels are doing auctions and when they're doing those auctions as we find out. I know Cha-Cha is still working on the schedule. So as soon as we have that, we will be sharing what we can. So, and we really appreciate you, Cha-Cha. You are doing a great job with that, putting it all together. I know it's a lot of work for you.
Yes.
And we really appreciate it.
It takes a lot of work to do some of that stuff.
Yep.
That's for sure.
And I have another announcement I want to make, if I can find it here in my Facebook app. I got to find the app real quick.
Oh, really? You've got a mix of stuff, Cha-Cha?
We've got a wide surprise of stuff. I've got some crafting supplies.
He just sold a lot of his art supplies.
Yeah, I had just sold a bunch of it like a couple of weeks before she told me about the collaboration, or I might have set some more aside.
Yeah, he probably would have. It was funny. I have a tendency to sell.
Oh, I can't read.
Hi, Copper State Treasures.
Hello. I'm guessing that's Lisa and not Jason.
Hey, you never know.
It could be Jason, but it's probably Lisa. Because Jason's back out again.
Oh, okay.
I thought he sent it in here. Anyway, Wednesday.
Yep,
okay, so I had a chat this morning with Johnny over at Cajun Roots Reseller, and those of you that are in the community know that Miss Cleopatra, her husband had a stroke a few weeks ago, and they're struggling right now. They're having some issues because he hasn't been working, and the medical bills are starting to come in.
And boy, do we know what that's
Johnny
like,
is putting together a charity auction for them to help them with some of their bills and expenses that they're struggling to meet. And it's going to be Wednesday afternoon on his channel at 2 p.m. And I really want to ask everybody to come join on that auction. I'm probably going to be coming in and selling a few lots myself and helping them out as well. And we're wanting to let the community know so that everybody can come out and support them. As soon as he gets me a link, I'll be sharing that link out with people.
We sure will.
So I've said this on several channels. This community has been the absolute best community I have seen at coming out and helping people when they're in need. And that's a huge
Scavenger
part
is
of it.
Definitely enjoying staying up late at nights, that's for sure. He is late nights. I know.
I'm a night owl.
I'm not a hoo.
Hello, Kat. Thank you for joining us today. So I hope y'all are doing really, really well. Again, we're going to be talking about our listing workflow. That was really the topic of our discussion. I've given some people a chance to come by. If anybody would like to come in and talk about their workflow, there is the StreamYard link. Y'all are more than welcome to jump in and join us.
Wes, it's not an auction tonight. We'll be auctioning on Saturday for our birthday.
Yeah, that's the first question Wes always asks in any chat when he comes in.
It will be
that's
Saturday
like his announcement
around 3 o'clock.
Here.
We'll be having prizes and auctioning, and y'all just come and join us because we have some special things planned out for everybody. So we'll talk more about it towards the end of the chat.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna be doing an auction, giveaways, party. So it's gonna be a little bit of fun. We're gonna do a little bit of everything on Saturday.
And you might just see Storage Scavenger release his inner scavenger. None of y'all have really seen it.
Y'all might get to see Super Scavenger. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my last live from Monday night.
Oh no, we haven't even looked for that kind of yet. I don't think we'll see that. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe you'll see 2 Super Scavengers. You just never know.
Maybe so. So, and in case anybody's wondering, yes, I'm not using my Storage Scavenger mug. I am using my
broken mug.
It's not broken.
Sure. Look.
It's wrinkled like me.
Broken.
It's got character like me.
Broken. Looks weird.
I found this mug in a storage unit, and I was like, oh, that is perfect. That is me. It's a little bit dented, but it does work.
Not dead. It's kind of cool looking.
I like woodworking.
Yeah. Punisher, he likes woodworking a lot. More than you realize. He's got a whole...
There's a lot of great woodworking channels. It's just how you do it. The reason I tried a woodworking channel, actually, one of my earlier channels that I did about 2 years ago was a woodworking channel. Of course, at the time I was working full time, and it was really, really difficult. It would take me like 2-3 weeks just to do one 5 or 10 minute video.
Yeah, I have to say,
and I spent more time setting up, trying to get the right shot than I spent actually doing any woodworking.
Yeah, and I will say that I'm not a woodworker, so half the stuff he was doing, you're right, Punisher did bore me a little, so I wouldn't even look at
well, see, it's boring to non-woodworkers, but
like
to woodworkers, it's
interesting. Like
how did he do that?
Yeah, I did like the finished products that he came up with. He had some really good finished products that he made. He never finished my jewelry box though, so he has some beautiful wood sitting over here.
I've got a lot of beautiful wood. I've got some curly maple sitting over here. I've got a bunch of walnut. I've got some pecan. I got a whole bunch of wood still left over from that days. I got some cherry.
Yeah, he's
got some gorgeous wood that, and I'm gonna eventually make some time to do some woodworking again. I just am so busy with the business right now. I just don't have the time to put into it.
Yeah.
Want to buy it myself? Only the person you buy from get your address through PayPal. Just FYI. That's a good policy.
Yes, that is. So let's get going. How do we make it easy for
one of the things that's been frustrating for me, most of my eBay listings until recently were done one at a time. I would research my item, take the pictures, write the listing, then go on to the next one. It's taking me 10, 15, 20 minutes to do just one listing on eBay. And that's part of why it's been so slow with my store growing. So I've been working on my workflow. I've been working on improving the workflow for our eBay store and how we're listing it. There's several things I've done. One has been cleaning up my workroom, which I've been showing on some of my videos, and setting it up so that I'm more organized. Like I have sorting tables now. Hello, Matt. Thanks for joining us. And so we've got our work table now. I've got it set up. I'm still cleaning the room out, but I've got to get busy on listing and growing my store, which I did a lot today.
Yeah, interesting.
But I have more room. It's neater than it was, but it's still got a long way to go. The rain in the last few days has also kind of hampered that because I haven't gotten all the boxes and stuff out of here because I don't want them to get soaked trying to get them out.
Oh, yeah. It's been raining for the last 3 days over here.
Yeah.
Off and on.
It went from being 110 degrees to being pouring rain and cold.
I think we can officially say
somebody
it's
turn on a switch. It's not winter time.
Texas, so I don't know. Texas goes
It's not winter time. It's just the summer heat is over. It's getting into fall.
Maybe. I mean,
and somebody
we've been known to have 100-degree weather in this winter.
Send me everything and you'll finish the watch.
Well,
that's not gonna work.
He does do his by hand too. That's what he
I do kind of a mixture of power tools and hand tools. So I have some stuff I do with the power tools and some stuff I do with the hand tools.
That's a whole bunch of planers.
I have my hand planes. I have hand saws, but I also have the power saws. I do have a table saw that I use. It's just a cheap one though. I don't have a really fancy one because my workshop is my back porch. So everything has to be portable so I can pack it up and put it back in the storage shed whenever I'm done. So anyway, back to my workflow. We are working on one of the things that I've started doing now is I'll sit down with a pile of stuff and I'll research a whole bunch of stuff and I'll just write everything down in a notepad. And then I will so I'll get my items, kind of figure out what my comps are and figure out what stuff's going to list for. And then I will write up my descriptions and do my basic listings and all of the item specifics and all that stuff. Then I'll move everything over to my picture table. And by the time I move it to my picture table, it takes me like 2 or 3 minutes because I take my pictures, list, take my pictures, list. So you'll see a long period of time where it doesn't look like I'm doing anything because everything's being done in the background. And then all of a sudden you'll see like 20 items listed in a 20-minute period of time because I'm listing everything all at once.
And he just barely this week kind of showed me what to do, but I'm sure he's going to have to reshow me.
That's the other one. Is the second thing that I'm really doing is going to help us improve the workflow is I'm teaching Jessica now how to list on eBay. So we're going back to the basics and showing her step by step how to do my eBay listings and getting her started so she can actually help out as well. Having that help is going to be a huge addition to our workflow.
Especially after I start.
Because if she can just list, even if she's just doing maybe 10, 15 items a day, here and there when she has a few minutes working on it, then we can really ramp up what we're listing between what she can list and what I can list. And hello, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. My blood sugar is still high, and all I did was watch your video. That was crazy.
What happened?
She's a dumpster diver. For those of y'all that don't know, just me, Kathy. She does dumpster diving videos, and she just dropped on a little bit ago. And right at the very beginning of the video, huge candy haul sitting in this dumpster that
Wait,
she got.
is that the one that you were looking at the other night where they were going to Sonic?
No,
Wrong one. Oh, okay. Never
this
mind.
is Kathy.
Oh, okay. Someone was going to Sonic the other night.
No,
and
that was
asking
Treasure
for-
Hustlers.
Oh, someone was asking for some sauce, cheese sauce.
That
Y'all
was-
can come get it over here. Every time
that
I've
was
gone, I haven't
Jackie
had a
and
problem
Sarah.
with the cheese sauce. I'll tell you that much.
Other end of the country.
Yeah.
So, but Kathy's doing some great dumpster diving videos. I was just watching it right before the live stream started. So, hope y'all are doing well. So we're trying to get our eBay workflow going, and we're trying to improve our workflow, and I'm still trying to improve it even more. I'm making sure I still got the link copied. So, as we continue our workflow improvement, one of the things that I've done, like what I did today, was I got a bunch of the pins and brooches that we got from Flippin' Flamingos at the Christmas in July auction that Donatella had and T had. And I got a bunch of that stuff listed today. I got a bunch of the bracelets that I got from Kimmy listed today. And I got some of the figurines and stuff. Anybody saw my Instagram? We got this piece listed. It is the Gatehouse by Coalport Fine Bone China, made in England. Pretty nice little piece here. It's only at 12 something because that's what the comps were running on it that were sold. But you know, it's not a high end piece of bone china, but it's a pretty decent little piece there. And we found that in one of our storage units. And hello, Lewis. I hope you're doing well today.
Hi,
Thanks for
Lewis.
joining us. What a terrible hat. Yeah. You know what? You know why I like this hat? Because it was free. I found it in a storage
I like
unit.
that hat. I like the Texans.
I don't
Texas,
care.
I like it.
I don't care. I'm not a sports fan, guys. I never have been. I never will be. I just wear the hat because I found it in a storage unit and it was in pretty decent shape.
I'm not a 49ers fan.
And yes, I did wash it first. I wash all my hats first.
I am a different Broncos fan. I like watching different Broncos. I'll watch the Patriots and I'll watch New England. Wait, that is.
You're on the wrong end of the country for him. He's over there. Is
he with the San Francisco?
He lives he's on the other side of the bay, but he lives over there by San Francisco. So he's probably, I would say, a 49ers
I had a best friend
fan.
who was a 49. I had a best friend who was a 49ers, and you know how 49ers and Cowboys are like this. So I had to not be a 49ers fan.
Yeah, just a way to derail my whole conversation. We're going to be going on about sports all night.
Oh, sorry. He doesn't like sports, but I'll watch sports. It just depends on who's on. And I don't watch basketball too much.
And Diary of a Flipper. Hello. Joyce, you came back? You said hi earlier. I said hello to you.
She's saying hi to everybody else.
She said James.
Oh, James. Oh, okay. There's no other James in here?
Not that I know of.
Oh. Well, maybe she got kicked out and is just saying hi again.
Might be. So, but yeah, we're improving our workflow. It's getting better. It's getting faster. I got about 25 items listed today, and it went a lot smoother. It went a lot faster. I did a lot of it while I was listening to Lisa over at Copper State Treasures today. They were doing some listing stuff. And so I was like, well, if they're going to be doing a working listing hangout, then I'm going to list while they're hanging out. And I listened to them in the background while I did listings. So I got 12 done just during the time we were on with you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I find that helps me a lot too, is whenever I'm listening to other people and I got something going on in the background to keep my mind occupied so I don't get bored. Because I do get bored quite easily.
And quite frequently.
And so that's why I'm like all over the place. And that's why I chunk things down into small chunks. I usually do 5 to 10 at a time, and then go do something else and then come back and do some more. Because if I sit here and try to just list for 8 hours straight, which is probably what I need to do right now, I would freaking drive myself insane.
Yeah. he
So
will.
I can't just do that. I gotta have it changed up a little bit.
But
So
he's our main eBay
so
lister
so I
right now.
I'm the see
eBay lister.
eBay lister, sorter, storage unit clean out guy, furniture mover,
Yeah.
cook, clean up the kitchen. I'm pretty much most of the
I've
work
been
that needs to be
sick.
done.
I
I
have
get
been
to get done.
sick. I have been sick, so I haven't felt up to it. So he cooks for me.
Diaper changer,
He is a diaper
remote
changer.
finder, front door fixer that still won't close because I didn't get it fixed right.
You did, but you did try, right?
I've tried.
He tried. At least
Our front door won't close.
Yeah, our front door won't close, and it's been raining over here.
It started raining, and our house is
our
settled.
carpenter.
So yeah, we got somebody got to come look at our door.
Now that I know that he couldn't do it, I'll have to call the carpenter back. He's going to charge us.
How many days do I go to auctions? Are you talking about storage unit auctions, or are you talking about YouTube auctions? Because I'm on YouTube auctions pretty much 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying it YouTube auctions 7 days a week, but I'm at the auctions almost 7 days a week. That's one of the things I do to keep things going in the background. I'll listen in on people's auctions, and if I hear a lot going on that's something I'm interested in, I might throw out a bid, or 200 or 300.
Well, Pearlini, I'm not feeling too well the last few days, but I've also just came out of the hospital like 2 weeks ago. So I've just been, James nearly did not have a person come live today. So I told him I'd stick it out as long as auctions. I told him I'd stick it out as long as possible.
Our storage auctions we do online with Storage Treasures.
Yeah.
Almost all the facilities in our area have gone to online auctions this year with everything that's gone on with the pandemic. So I've been looking and looking. I've only found a couple of facilities that do live auctions, and they only do live auctions like once every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, they called us 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
Yeah, they called me like 2 weeks ago to let me know about an auction going on.
Yeah.
But right now, honestly, we're trying to work through
space for some of that
the stuff we already have. Yeah. We're trying to buy like maybe 1 or 2 small units a month. We already did a couple this last month. We'll probably do 1 or 2 sometime later on this month until we make some more space and get rid of some of the massive amount of crap we've already got.
I warned you about that crap.
I know, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get rid of it. He has found some space.
Some interesting pieces among.
That's the thing is I have a bunch of crap, but as I sort through that crap, I keep finding good stuff buried in with all the junk. So I still have to go through it.
I wouldn't have thought the homeless unit would have had so much nice stuff in there, but it did. So.
Yep. And we've had a complicated year with health issues. She was in the hospital early this year.
3 weeks, right?
She was in there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She got out.
They were talking
2 days after she got out of the hospital. Our daughter went in the hospital. She was there for a week. Then we got out. By the time she got out, COVID broke out. Jessica came down with COVID. Mm-hmm. And it's just been a messed up year.
Yeah, I had a light case of
I've only bought 5 units this year because I had bought 3 when they were doing their hospital stuff, and that's the stuff that we're actually sorting through now because all that stuff got thrown in storage. But then I just bought 2 units last week, and that's all the units we've bought this year.
And 2020 has been horrible. It's been like
most of the units we bought were last year.
Sure. We had a whole. We just dished out a whole bunch of money that I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, anything else can anything else happen here?
Now, last year, for a little while, we were buying a unit a week, 2 units a week.
Yeah, we were.
We were going through them pretty quick. But it also depends on the size. Well, hello, Louis. How are you doing today? Again,
thanks
for the 4th or 5th time I've seen you today. Are you going to be booting people out of my chat too?
You were booting people out?
So,
he's messing around.
And that's another announcement. I don't have a date yet, but I will be a guest with Victoria and Nana Tink Treasures on their nightly game show because I won one of the rounds, and one of the rare people, I was actually one of the first ones to get in there and say, yes, I want to be a guest.
Where is this? What? This is news to me.
Victoria and Nana, yeah, because you were getting Jesse down. So Victoria and Nana Chink Treasures do a little game show thing, and they bring on a guest, and they spin the wheel, and they ask them off the wall questions, and kind of get to know them a little bit. And sometimes they're pretty tame, like tonight, and sometimes they're really, really awful, like what happened with Primetime Treasure Hunters. That was a crazy question night for him. Poor guy. Good thing he was a good sport about it. But they do it over on Nana Chink Treasures channel. And I won one of the rounds because they spin a wheel and with all the names of the people in the chat. And then they spin a wheel with the question. And the person in the chat who came up on the wheel has to answer the question in relation to the person on the panel. And and if they get it right, then they win a prize.
Interesting. So you got it right.
And I got my question. I was one of the first ones up. I was like the second or third one, I think. And I got my question right because I got lucky because she had already answered the question earlier during the introduction. So I won. So when the prize wheel came up and everybody else is choosing all the prizes to mail them because nobody wants to be on the thing.
Hustlers. I was just talking about you, Treasure Hustlers.
Hey, there's the Hustlers. Yeah, they were the ones that we were watching. They were the ones that were at Sonic and upset because there was no cheese sauce.
Video about the cheese sauce. I was getting a kick out of that.
Yeah, we were just talking about y'all going to Sonic and them being out of cheese sauce.
Yeah, and I told James they need to come over here. I've never run out of cheese sauce over here.
And there's Carlton.
Now,
Hello, Carlton.
To get me the cheese sauce, but they haven't run out of it.
Yeah, see, our Sonic has cheese sauce. So if you want cheese sauce, come on over here. Go to our Sonic.
I've never had,
but I have yet to buy the pretzel. I told Jessica the other day we're gonna have to go to Sonic and buy a pretzel and videotape it.
Well, because we have two, but we have two places that sell pretzels: Dairy Queen and Sonic.
Yes, so but it's the Sonic ones that we're trying to get Robin a Sonic sponsorship because of how much time she's spending promoting their pretzels.
Oh, okay. Well then, because I was gonna say there's two, and I think Dairy Queen also makes funnel cakes now too.
Louie. I'm driving to Bastrop to go to Buc-ee's and get some of that beef jerky gummy bears. Wait, we're only about a 15-minute drive from that Buc-ee's.
Yeah, we're close to that, Louie. Why don't you stop by here and see us? Yeah, we're not that far. Like, what, 30 minutes?
No, it's about a 15-minute drive to the Buc-ee's. 15
minutes. Oh, yeah.
I know because that storage auction I went to over there in Bastrop was right next to the Buc-ee's, and it took me about 15 minutes to get there.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take a step out for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
All right. So, hello, Invisible. I see you. Hope you're doing well. We miss you. So, yeah. And there is a link in the chat. I'll drop it in here again. If anybody wants to join me up here. It's so fun to have somebody to talk to. So we were talking about our workflow. So I've cleaned up the room. I'm starting to do more where I'm drafting, and then taking my pictures and listing. I've tried it the other way around where I took a whole bunch of pictures and then did the drafts. It seems to work better for me to do the drafts first and then picture and do it that way. So, y'all, Rhonda's in the house. She came to see me this time. Yay! Glad you could join us today. The other day, I had to cry because you didn't come to my live stream because you were busy elsewhere moderating. She's another one of our up-and-coming great moderators. She and Jennifer Hayes and the whole moderation crew does a really great job helping everybody out. Yeah, I need a better workflow too, Lisa. That's what I was kind of working on. And that's kind of why I wanted to hold an open panel discussion, but nobody seems to want to come in and talk to me. I keep dropping the link in the chat. Nobody's come in yet. Because I'm hoping somebody will come on and give me some ideas so I can improve my workflow. Because part of it's how you set it up, and I have noticed since I've set up the workflow table, one, it's a lot better organized, and just being a little bit better organized is helping me a lot. And the way I'm doing mine, because I don't store all my listed items right here at the house, so I have totes that as I list items, it goes in the tote. As I list, it goes in the tote. And then I take it over to my storage. And when I get over to my storage, I've got another row of totes that are set up by categories. And I'm sorting the items over there based on the categories that they are in my store. So that way, my if I sell certain items out of certain categories, I can go to that category's totes, pull the items, and get them listed. When you've only got 200 or 300 items listed at a time, that's a pretty decent system, and it worked for me. But as I'm trying to build up to 1,000, I'm trying to figure out a better organization system to keep it organized on the back end so that I don't lose stuff. Because that's one of the things that I've had a problem with in the past. Before I set up this tote system, and I haven't really done this since I set up the tote system, but before, when things were just kind of randomly thrown wherever they landed, I would lose items. And so something would sell, and then it would take me days to find it. And glad now that's not a problem. I did have a problem too with trying to cross post. It's the reason why I don't do cross posting is because I was selling the same item on multiple platforms and having to do refunds and selling an item that was, already sent out to someone else and thought it had been pulled up of everything and it wasn't. And so that's why I don't do cross posting. And that's why I don't like cross posting, is because I got to know where my inventory is, and I can't keep track of thousands of items across hundreds of sites. Well, you can come in, Lisa. Keep me company at least. My co-host left me. Granted, she'll be back in a minute, but you're more than welcome. Matt, you're more than welcome to join me. I got some people that, know. Hustler girls are welcome to join me. I know y'all don't like to sometimes, but that's okay. I know. And I'm going to be working on it. But I always like getting ideas from other people, because most of what I've figured out is it's an easy little shortcut. Is if you learn what other people are doing, it's an easy shortcut from doing weeks or months or even years of trial and error yourself. That's one of the shortcuts to all that trial and error, is just learning what other people are doing that might be more efficient. And it may not be the most efficient, but it may be more efficient than what I'm doing and better use of my time. So, and I keep hearing people talk about how they're doing listings in 5 minutes on eBay. I think my best time is about 10. And I'm trying to figure out why is it taking me so much longer to list on eBay than everybody else? Because I need to be able to list more than 10 items a day or 20 items a day. I've got to get my listing numbers up to where, and I can't do that if I'm spending half my day listing and over half my day. And then also, I don't have, even though I'm full time, I honestly don't work full time hours because I've got the kids. We've got issues with Emily. We've got doctor's appointments, therapies, all kinds of other stuff that keep me from working. If that's part of why we went to work for ourselves as early as we did, is because I needed that freedom. That's why I do this full time, is because I need the freedom to be able to adjust my schedule to the family schedule. And I couldn't do that if I was at a job. And we were having conflicts, and she just left the room, treasure hustlers. She said she will be back in just a minute. So have I tried templates? No, I haven't got any templates. I don't know how those work. But it's also, here's the thing, most of your templates are for people that are listing the same kind of stuff over and over again. 90% of the time, I'm not listing the same stuff over and over again, because when you buy a storage unit, you never know what you're going to find. Now, there are some things that are similar. Like right now, I have a whole bunch of DVDs. Once this stack runs out, it might be another month before I have that many again, and it might be another year before I have that many again. So you never know what you're going to come up with. So I haven't done any templates. I'm not sure how they work, so I haven't set any up and used those. That's maybe an idea of something I need to look into and figure out how they work. So hello, Gina. Hope you're doing well today. List high price items first or bigger items to get rid of them faster. Yes, and I agree with that. Well, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Rhonda.
Hello, my lovey. Hello,
How y'all
hello.
doing?
I'm so glad that you were able to join us on the live. I'm excited.
It's so nice to be able to talk to you. I never get to talk to you.
It's been
That's
3
how I
minutes.
feel.
She was asking where the wifey was. It's been 3 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to step away.
So I have a question, James. How
What?
much time do you dedicate to just listing a day?
A lot.
That's the thing is almost
dedicates
half
a
of my
lot.
work time is spent on listing, and everything else gets divided. So it just depends. I mean, I might be spending 3, 4, 5 hours a day just on listing, and still
I do
getting
that.
like 15, 10 to 15, maybe 20 at the most items a day listed.
That's average.
But
see-
if he's the only one, he's the only one.
But see, here's my problem with it. I've got this
He's doing
very
everything else.
aggressive goal. I'm trying to grow my store. If I'm
Yeah.
selling 10 to 15, if I'm only getting 10 to 15 items a day listed,
It's not enough for you.
it's not enough because my growth is not going fast enough on my store. And then especially like if something happens and I don't get a data list, which happens, doctor's appointments, things going on, I'm running around all day and I don't get anything listed.
And he's been taking care of me for the last week
Like,
and a half.
yeah,
Yeah.
since she came from the hospital, I haven't been listing very much at all. Maybe 5 to 10 items a day at the
He would
most.
get frustrated and be like, James, I need your help. James, I need your help.
And the problem is like if I'm listing 5 items a day and I'm selling 6, we're going backwards, not forwards.
Yeah.
Right.
And he is trying to teach me though, Rhonda. He's trying to teach me the thing. He taught me a little bit, but then I felt kind of under the weather. So after that, I guess I'm probably gonna have to get him to help me. I told him to give me easy stuff though, because I've never listed. I told him to give me like DVDs.
It takes a little while.
Yeah.
It takes some
especially
practice.
when you never listed anything.
Like I was doing 8:30 to 3 p.m. daily.
Lisa,
with a half an hour break.
Hello, Lisa. Thank you for joining us.
Hold on, sorry.
That's okay.
When I first started, I was only getting 2, maybe 3 items a day. It's not, but once you get the hang of things, it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, but he hates doing it, Rhonda. He really does.
I hate listing.
That doesn't.
That's part of one of my problems with the listing too. Is I hate listing, and it's just I have to force myself to do it.
He does.
Yeah.
He hates it with a passion, especially.
Yeah, I don't even list clothes. I gave up on listing clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Having to do it. One piece of clothing will take me 20 to 30 minutes to list.
Although sometimes the clothes don't even make it to the
That's a big difference between what I'm doing and you're doing too, because I'm listing nothing but guitars all day long, so it's the same.
Yeah, you're very repetitive. You're listing the same things over and over again.
Right.
Lisa, I like your hair. I wish my hair did that. My hair's so horrible.
All you have to do is put it way up high on the top of your head.
My hair is so I don't know. I'll do it and then it's just I get this all the time. It doesn't help with the weather,
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I've been to Texas in the middle of the summer, and curls don't last.
No, and I've got major curls. I'm a curly Q girl.
I'm sorry about the background noise. My son is having too much fun on Fortnite.
Oh,
that's okay.
We know what that's like.
I didn't even hear him.
We know what that's like. I got a son who does the same thing. He's pretty loud too. We hear him across the room. Actually,
honestly, for me, James, it's the research, figuring out how much to list the item for. That's the longest part for me. Once I figure out that, then I'm good. I can list quickly, but that's the longest part.
Well, it ranges from $7 to like $22, and I'm like, well, I list it right in the middle.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
some stuff that's got the wide ranging comps, and then it's like, okay, where do I put it? Where's the quality of mine? And it all depends on, I'm looking at, okay, the condition, because mine's used. Okay, a lot of those higher ones are the brand new ones. These are mine's used. So how much do I take off for it being used?
Right. And do you want to sell it quickly or do you want it to sit forever? You
Yeah.
know?
Treasure Hustlers, he does scan and list because he showed me how to do that earlier. I'm not good at it. I am just not
I
good
have
at it. Show me.
a vintage violin that's been sitting for years, but I'm not going to take less than what it
Yeah.
should go for.
Yeah,
It's already
I've
worth.
had,
It's
I've had
listed.
stuff that I listed, and sometimes this is the thing, you're hit or miss on doing auctions. This is what I found. When you do an auction on eBay, they're hit or miss. I've had some of my auctions that really took off and really, really did well. And then I've had some that I was sorely disappointed in the prices I got for stuff.
You know what? I used to do auctions. Like I would tell myself I would watch people, right? They would start all their auctions like on Sunday nights and start them really low and get as many as you think, as much money as you need by the end of the week, right? So like say you need $500 at list 500 just in case something doesn't sell for more than $10 or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I've told him too.
But I've seen people do that, and I've seen people make tons of money, and they start them all at the same time, so then they can see them all in a row. I've tried that tactic before, but I usually only do it like October, November, when Christmas is coming around. Summertime, I don't do auctions at all. It's very rare because, I mean, right now it's different, right? Because people are at home. Most people.
That's one of the things, and I've talked to several people that have said auctions on eBay are at the highest they've ever been because there's people sitting at home anyway, so they'll sit there on an auction and bid and all that stuff.
Right.
And we kind of
We
do
never do auctions, but we have a whole different supply of.
Hello, Rebecca.
So
we'll
it won't work
bid
for
on
us.
auctions because sometimes that's just what I want.
Yeah.
We do a little bit of personal, and then I'll say, "Oh, that makes a good Christmas gift," and I'll bid like that. And then we do auctions just to.
We're talking about selling
resale
auctions,
too.
though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're on resale.
We were talking about selling auction style because on eBay
He's having a
you
hard
can
time
do
with that too. Sometimes
you can either do buy it now or you can do an auction. And that's what I was saying. Some of my auctions are hit or miss on
they
eBay.
are.
Sometimes they get the traffic.
Just
and
recently, actually.
I mean, I had auction last week. Did not do exactly what I wanted it to. Luckily, I know the person who bought it.
Wes, behave yourself.
Everybody else here does too.
He says
I listen to
but the some of the auctions, I mean, I got 2 bids on that auction that I did last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Honestly,
I've had some auctions that got 20 or 30 bids on them, and they went double or triple what I expected it to get.
Now, what, Lisa?
I was just going to say, what I've noticed, I started doing eBay, I'm going to show my age here, but probably about 25, 30 years ago when it was not like, I mean, it's changed.
Oh.
And of course she freezes up right when she's saying
froze up
something
on
important.
us.
Yeah, her internet cut
Rhonda,
off.
did you freeze off too?
I don't think so.
No,
okay,
she's
good.
Still
Just
there.
making
I can
sure.
Hear her. No, it'd be just Lisa.
Oh,
she'll come
Lisa,
back.
hopefully we'll see you soon.
That's when eBay started, right? At around 95.
And see, I understand where she's coming from because that's when I first did eBay. I did eBay in 2001, 2002, 2003 when it was an auction platform. Buy it now didn't even exist when I started.
Yeah.
And
I was only a buyer when I started eBay.
But now it's totally changed, and auctions are kind of a sideline.
Yeah.
Very carefully, Matt.
Disappeared.
Very carefully, Matt.
How do you fold a fitted sheet? You hand it to your wife and say, "Here, fold this for me."
I can't even fold a fitted sheet correctly. I put the four corners together and make it look cute.
And sometimes I just scrunch it all together. Depends on how busy I am. I'll scrunch it together and throw it in the closet.
Roll it up and put it in.
Now, if it's being sold, that's a different story. If it's being sold, then it gets a little
Usually,
bit
I
higher.
only sell sheets, honestly, if they're brand new in the package. So
Yeah.
if they're already open, I usually don't even sell them. I usually donate them
Mhm.
most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
I'll put the link back in there, Lisa, if you want to try to jump back in. Or if anybody else wants to try to jump back in.
Yeah, we don't mind.
Matt
was saying something a minute ago. I can't remember what he was saying.
He was the one that asked about the fitted sheets.
Oh yeah, he's the one that asked about fitted sheets. That's right. So yeah, Rhonda, he just hates doing a lot of that eBay stuff. He's like, I really need help.
You see, I like listing though, so you got to find
Part
how
of it
to
is well,
make it fun.
everything for the business. I've also got to take care of all the back end paperwork and all that stuff.
I mean, if I could turn around the computer and y'all could see what we see, you'd be like, oh crap. He flat out said,
everybody feels that way.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know where to start. And I said, well, you take a deep breath and dig in the pile and just start
Go.
How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? And that's what I've had to do is I just take one box at a time, sort it out, get stuff moved around, get stuff out. Okay, this is a donation box. And when I get enough stuff, I load up a donation run and get it out of here.
Yeah. That's pretty much how he does it.
And that's basically what I've been doing for about the last
sometimes he
weeks.
gets in trouble because he doesn't even show me some of the stuff. He'll tell me, oh, I got this in there, and then I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, I almost got the snowman.
Give me 20 minutes.
I wanted that snowman, and he's like, nope, sorry, my wife got it. I was like, oh, okay, that's all right, as long as it's her. I wanted that snowman.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, she
It
was
was
the one
me.
with the snowman.
That was you. He got in trouble for the snowman and something else.
Yeah, the one that she really, really wanted was the record player that I sold to Gary.
Oh.
I never saw it, Rhonda. Saw it.
Part of the problem is I was sorting that box.
He knows I'm a Christmas person.
I was sorting that box out right before we went on live,
Yeah.
so she didn't see everything till the next morning after I already sold.
I was like, ooh,
you know what, James? You probably could have kept it because Gary didn't even remember buying it from you. He was like, what? I bought from James? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, he's like, what did I do? Well, it was cute.
Well, he paid me for it, so.
Yeah, the record player was really cute. It played, I was wondering if it was just stuck on one song.
All right, Punisher, thanks for joining us.
That's okay, Lisa. We'll wait for you. But I didn't know it was you. He just said, yeah, I've also got the snowman. I was like, what? But I said, next time, please let me see it. But he'd been telling me about it, Rhonda, and he had pointed outside, and I wasn't going to go outside at that time because it's freaking hot outside over here in Texas. So I didn't realize he had brought it back inside. And he says, it's been sitting in there for, I don't know how many days. How many days was it? I don't know. I don't know how many days it had been sitting in there. So I didn't know. So I just told him, if in the future, if you see any CDs, like Christmas CDs, or if you see like any holiday type, like, Charlie Brown, Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, that kind of stuff, like Christmas stuff, you need to keep that. And then I told him that I'm willing to let go of some of the other stuff. It's just like, I think I told him that I needed some ornaments. So I know
how you feel. I'm the same way about Christmas. And I know, Jackie, I caught the bug.
Yeah.
I like to go on now instead of type.
Now we just got to get her to turn the camera on.
Who?
One day, not today.
Oh, I would love to see what you
because
look like.
This is what we see. Well,
hey, you
like
don't look
right
anything like me. I mean, you should see. I mean, look at me.
That's Rhonda right there.
Oh, okay.
That's what she looks like. But we still need her to just turn it. I mean, you're showing your face anyway, so it's not like you're hiding
Rhonda,
anything.
It's
we
okay
see what you look like.
I started out the same way. James couldn't get me on for the life of me, and then I just decided I was going to do it anyway.
I spent years trying to get her to go on live streams with me.
Yeah, he did. So I'm glad, and I'm glad though that you're joining us, even if we don't get to see your face. I'm glad that you joined us.
Yep.
Thanks. I was hoping I could help James.
Lucinda. Rhonda is R. Girkman, otherwise known as Rhonda or
I
Roger.
talk to her all the time in the chats. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh
You
wait,
see her all the time. You just
Rhonda,
not
what did I
connecting
call you the
Rhonda
other
with.
day?
I don't know. I have so
I know
many
that
people
was-
call me
She's
different
been
names.
called so many things by people that get her name wrong.
Rachel,
Well,
Sandy.
I mean, my
There were, like,
name
2
isn't
different
that
Rhondas,
difficult,
too.
and people get my name wrong. So
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I'm wifey. I'm just wifey.
you couldn't tell us two apart.
Me and James?
I don't have a
Girl, I'm the guy.
I know, right?
accent
What
like
about
she
me and
does.
Rhonda?
Are
We
you
don't
and
look alike
Rhonda?
either.
No, me and Cha Cha.
Oh, you
Same
and Cha
sound
Cha,
like.
your
Cha-cha.
voices. Yeah, y'all's voices kind of sound similar.
Oh, you
You
haven't even
have to
heard.
watch and see which
So y'all
voice
want
is
to
doing
y'all
the
want to
flash.
know whose voice that I sound like? My sister, and I kid you not, she's like my twin sister. When it comes to talking, y'all would think that y'all are talking to me instead of her. She used to
That's how me
speak.
and my daughter are.
She used to
Everybody's like,
speak up. Mm-hmm. She
my
would.
daughter
She
would
would.
answer the phone and people would start talking to her like it was me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how me and my sister are. And people, the guys would always be like, "Hey, let's go," blah, 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 blah. And she'd be like laughing. I'd be like, "What are you laughing at?" And she's like, "So and so's called you." And then sometimes we talk at the same time, and then the guys would be like, "Well, who are you? Who am I talking to? Who's this? Who's that?" But there are certain words that we do say that are kind of different. So after a while, once you get to know us, you can figure out who's who. But if you don't know who we are, you'll have trouble. It's funny. I but she's the only one that I have like a twin when it comes to voices. Mike the Scavenger. James, she used to get you mixed up with Mike the Scavenger.
I know. I just put it up on the screen.
Oh, okay. I didn't see
I've
that.
never gotten you mixed up because from day one, you guys were doing that stream about talking about changing your name, and you've been rascally scavenger to me ever since.
Yeah. Well, see,
We changed that.
I was really looking at changing my name, and part of it's because we're trying to do more than just storage units. But as I talked to some of my mentors in the YouTube creation world and some of the people that are teaching me how to improve my YouTube channel, every single one of them recommended that I don't change my name. And I see a lot of people that are playing around with name changes where they don't get, and some of them don't do content, so it doesn't really matter. But for those of us that do content, every time you change your username on YouTube, or even just changing your display name,
Yeah.
it screws up the YouTube algorithm, which just means it's
Right.
going to screw up your content in YouTube search. So because of that, we decided. He said it. They told me it could take 5 or 6 months to sort it out. Just changing it one time. So we decided not to do the name change.
Jackie, you're hilarious.
I'm sorry, Rhonda. I'm laughing at it.
No, I,
Yes, I'm a raccoon.
Hey, that's the first time I did that, by the way, guys. I'm the one that did that, not James. I'm so proud of myself.
Yes, she highlighted the chat.
Yeah, I've never done that before. I would do that if I knew how to, but
Well,
I guess
because
I
my
just tried it on
icon,
myself.
because
So
there. Is that better? Now you see a
there's
raccoon.
the rascally scavenger.
well, Rhonda, we're about to change the logo a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be changing my logo a
Mhm.
little bit. I'm
You're
still
getting
gonna
rid of the raccoon?
The
But he's
raccoon.
so cool.
I'm keeping the raccoon, but I'm getting a professionally designed one instead of the free one that I got online.
And we're gonna
Gotcha.
try to roll out Christmas merch too.
We're gonna be doing a professionally designed logo, but we're gotta get a designer that'll still keep my raccoon. It may not be the raccoon popping out of a box, because that one I made in like, I mean, it took me a couple of hours, but I made it on free software and used free images, and
And he asked me a lot
It
of
was-
questions on
it
does
took
this
me
look
a-
good? Does that look good?
it took me hours and hours to do, but it's not that high a quality of an image, and for like putting it on merch and stuff,
It needs to be done better.
it's not working out. We didn't like the merch, the way our merch turned out when we got it.
It was all
This
pixelated.
is why
and
we
stuff.
don't try to sell it very often.
Yeah, we don't try to push it, none of that stuff, because I didn't like the way the picture turned out. I was like, we need to get better quality picture if we decide to keep the raccoon in the box or whatever. Um, we just haven't totally decided. We might still keep the raccoon in the
No,
box. I mean, I just don't know.
Definitely not.
they don't.
How would you know what a raccoon tastes like?
It's tough and gross.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one. I guess my husband has though. I've
I
never
have.
even. I'm from West Texas, from San Angelo, and they have the rattlesnake roundups. And so when I came down here, everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that to those poor snakes." But what they don't understand is they are overrun in West Texas. If we do not round them up, they will like attack your kid. I mean, one time I was over at a friend's house and I had my 2-year-old, and my friend freaked out because he was like, "Stay right where you are." I had just walked right by a rattlesnake. It had not know it because he was slithering on the side, and my friend had to kill it. And what kind of scared me a little bit was the fact that my son was on the side of where the rattlesnake, or no, I put him on the other side. Luckily, it would have gotten me, but luckily they killed the rattlesnake. But
That's
I know a
scary.
lot of people like to relocate them, but we can't relocate them over in West Texas because they're overpopulated there. So the good thing is even though they do kill them, yes, West, Diamond Snake is good. That's exactly what I was gonna say. They do use their skin. If they're gonna kill them, they use their skins. They use them for chicken. I hear they taste like chicken, but every time someone tried to hand it to me, I could not bring myself to eat rattlesnake.
It never tasted like chicken when I ate it, but I guess it all depends on how you season it.
I've heard
The
chicken
thing
and
is,
turkey or something.
chicken is so bland that it tastes like anything you flavor.
Yeah. So I think it just depends. Like if it was over here, I could see where
I
people would
found one in a
relocate.
storage unit.
What'd you find in a storage unit?
Raccoon?
No.
Oh,
Babe?
he's got several
Wes
raccoons.
said, I need a babe magnet. Does anyone know where I can find one? I told him I found one in a storage unit. A babe magnet.
What's a baby magnet?
A magnet that attracts girls.
Attracts girls. I don't know. I've never seen it. If he has, I've never seen it. Although usually I'm the one that's in the storage unit with him. Sometimes I guess I'm the babe magnet. I don't know, but you're the babe magnet. You're full of yourself.
Kids are the babe magnet.
This beautiful
Look, he's being full of
visage.
himself, scavengers. Very full of himself. I have to kind of, bring him back down.
Super scavenger.
It's your children.
That's kind of what, when we were playing with it, you do not want to know what the first logo was that he thought of.
So
Let's just say it was not the raccoon.
Yeah, see, and we're wanting to do some
What was
dumpster
it?
diving as well. We actually have a friend of ours that does some dumpster diving, and she's going to show us where the local hot spots are to go. Part of it, though, for us right now is being able to go out at nighttime, which is the best time to go, and not leaving the kids all alone at home because they don't like it when we go off and leave the 1-year-old sitting at the house by himself.
Yeah, that's not usually a good thing.
And he really doesn't need to go dumpster diving yet.
Well, she did offer to take him with us, but I was like, he'll probably be too cranky to go anyways. Yes, our first logo was not a raccoon. That was not the first thing James thought of.
I went through a few iterations of logos too before I came up with the one that we settled
What was
on.
it, a rat? Was it the rat? I think he was thinking of a rat. The first
That
logo.
was one of my ideas. That one never got made.
Yeah, it never got made. I told him, "Oh no, I'm not wearing a shirt that has a rat on it." Then he said a possum, and then I said
Jackie.
that the possum was too close to a rat, and I said, "Look, raccoons are scavengers, like Treasure Hustler said. They like dumpsters. Why don't we use a raccoon? But not any raccoon, the bandit." So that's how the raccoon kind of sort of got his logo started. Because I told him I'd rather buy something that had a raccoon on it than a rat or a possum.
Right. Well, possums are so cute. Look at Jackie's. That thing is adorable.
Which one?
Jackie's.
Jackie?
Have you seen her possum?
No, I haven't seen her possum. I know they can be cute.
So cute.
They did a video on showing them off the
No,
other
I don't
day,
get-
or they were on somebody else's live stream showing
Unfortunately,
it off.
Rhonda, I
Kevin.
don't get to watch a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff.
they were at Kevin's. That's what it was.
I come in and I'm starting to recognize people's voices. That's how I recognize you, is by your voice. Because I'll go in, oh, is that Donna? Is that T? Is that so-and-so? And sometimes I'm a miss. So I don't get to really see because I'm so busy during the day. I don't really catch a lot of the lives like James does. So he has to
Yeah, it's
tell me.
because we're all on at night.
Yeah, and then by that time, unfortunately, I send my 1-year-old to bed at 8, and then I'm waking up at 12, 1 o'clock, and my husband's online with everybody. I'm like, what are you doing? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. He goes, oh, we're talking about this, we're talking about that. I said, well, don't you think you need to wind it down a little bit? Okay, I'll do it in a little bit. 2 hours later.
No, last night I said I'm about to get off, and about
Yeah, he did do it
15 minutes later, I was
well,
on
it
my
was
way to
like
bed.
1 or 2, I think, when he went to bed. Was it 1 or 2 this time?
About 2:30.
Yeah, that's early for him because he's usually lately been doing the 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
3, 4, 5 o'clock.
And he is just not a morning person. When I say he is not a morning person, I mean he is not a morning person.
Not a big enough cup for me in the morning.
Right. And then you have my personality, who's totally morning person, can go without this. Just wake up right out of bed with 2 hours of sleep, and I pop up and I'm all rainbows and sunshine. And that's
not me.
with his personality. He's like, I hate you.
It takes me like 4 hours to get.
Yeah.
It takes me about an hour and a half to get kind of going. And yeah, it takes me sometimes a couple of hours to really get going good.
Yeah. Yeah. It really does. He is not a morning person.
And we got to get up, get the kids ready, get the nurses taken care of.
And then sometimes he feels like I'm attacking him because I'm like, hey, will you do this? Will you do this? Because that's my, little personality, because I'm trying to get the kids ready. I'm like, hey, will you do this? And he's just like, ugh. And then he's like, just let me get my coffee. But then in between his taking the coffee and the smoke break, I'm at him again sometimes because I'm like, hey, such and such and such and such. And he's just like, hold on, please.
I told my son that in the morning. I'm like, wait, you gotta give me an hour. I'm not ready for all this.
Yeah, and James is not, but by the time that I wake up, I'm like, okay, let's go. If I sleep till 11, I feel like the whole day has passed me by. Like, seriously, I get real antsy. I'm like, we should have done this, we could have done that, because that's kind of how my mentality works. And so James doesn't feel like the day's passing him by when he's waking up at 11 or 12, but I do. I feel that way, and I guess that's just the personalities between us morning and night people. And then he hates me.
Exactly.
I can stay up to like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and still wake up in a better mood than he is.
Jackie wants to turn this into a marriage counseling session.
Well, it's because I can work on 2 hours of sleep and still be okay.
I can't.
He hates that.
I can only get 2 hours. I have to stay awake.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do. But then I also get the naps in between there too. Like if I'm talking to my husband, I get the naps in between with my 1-year-old. So he likes to sleep from 11 to 1.
Yeah.
So I get enough sleep after that. But anyways, yeah, it does sound like a marriage counselor, but I just had to tell you, he's just not a morning person. And I would say Storage Scavenger is definitely a night person. And I thought the raccoon really definitely fits him to a T, because he is a night owl, or a night scavenger. So
nocturnal.
Yeah, he's very nocturnal.
I mean, if I could go to my storage and do cleanouts, I would have worked all through the summer all night if I could get into my storage units at night. But my storage facility closes the gate at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And I can't get back in till 6. I was like, hell, that's perfect.
Oh, no.
We're go to work.
Matt, you stay in here. We're not doing anything. We're not getting mad or anything. I was just saying we're just like night and day. When it comes to
Matt is single.
Just got him scared. No, I'm his first wife. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Get in here, Matt. We can talk about
I know, right? What? Didn't you say
we're
you're single?
planning your wedding. Woohoo! We got 30 people here.
I know. Awesome. That's great, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks everybody for watching us. Those that are lurking can say hi in the chat so we can say hi back.
Now let's give them a kind of a preview of what we're
drop it.
Okay. So what do they have to do, James?
So be here, pretty much. We're gonna do some games and stuff for our giveaways on Saturday. So those of you
every birthday party has games.
Yeah, for those of you that came in late that don't know, Saturday is our YouTube birthday.
Yep.
We're going to be doing a little birthday party here. So we're going to do some giveaways. We're going to have some games. We're going to do some auction lots. and just have a good old time. We'll probably be on for maybe 2 or 3 hours and hang out and have a good time.
And it depends on me. I may be in and out, but I know I'll be here for at least an hour.
Some of it's going to
Whichever
depend
way.
on that. Some of it's working on our nursing schedule, but I've got it scheduled for 3 p.m. Central Time on Saturday afternoon. So we're not going to be doing it late night. We're going to be doing it during the daytime. But I've also already got the link set up. So you can see on our homepage, there's already the StreamYard's already set up. The video page is
3
already set up.
p.m.
That reminder-
Central.
Lisa, it's
3
not
p.m. Central
it's
Time.
not his birthday, it's the YouTube's birthday. So let's get that right. Actually, me and James's birthday is in November. I'm on the 13th and his is on the 16th of November. So we're 3 days apart.
Yeah, it's my YouTube birthday.
I'm a
We started
tuber.
our YouTube channel on September the 12th last year.
Yes.
So it's our YouTube birthday. It's our 1 year
Our 1 year
anniversary
anniversary.
on YouTube. So we're celebrating. We're gonna do some appreciation for our subscribers.
Mhm.
So the two bigger rules is for the giveaways is you have to be present to win, and you have to be subscribed to our channel to win. So show up and be subscribed to our channel, and show up at 3 p.m. and enjoy the fun. We're gonna do some giveaways breaking up throughout the whole thing. We got some gift cards we're giving away. We got some stuff out of our storage units we're gonna give away.
Yes.
And so we're not talking about the Dollar General stuff that we can't sell. We're talking about stuff that we should be selling. We're going to give some away to our subscribers to show our appreciation.
We've been thinking long and hard about it. And
Yep.
so we've got some.
Yeah, we're looking at it. We're going to probably do some mystery box giveaways where we're just doing some mystery boxes for people and sending those out. And also, we've got a bunch of gift cards we're going to give away. So we just have.
We'd love to see you,
and
Lisa.
you be
And
the
we're
mommy,
also
and she
gonna
runs
ask
the
people
show
to
once
jump
a
on.
week.
Yeah. I don't know. if we
I
can
tried
dance
to convince her to do her own YouTube channel. I think she has a great personality for it, but she
Thank
doesn't
you.
want to do it.
She's not ready.
She doesn't
Hi.
want to.
No, it's just that I get my 1-year-old is sticky fingers at the moment. He will not. I cannot go use the restroom without him coming at me.
I know you do, Jackie.
He won't take James.
Everybody
either.
does.
He does not.
It's a curse of being. So
He loves
handsome.
James, but he just won't go to James. I mean, the other day I walked out of the house and he was out when I walked out of the house. So he's going through that separation anxiety thing. So I'm sure y'all moms know what I'm talking about when I say that they won't leave you alone in the bathroom even.
Your two hair clips are still sitting right here.
Oh, what about her clips?
Lisa was asking about the hair clips. I'm not giving them to anybody else. They're waiting for you.
We thought long and hard about what we were going to do for our 1 year, and what kind of giveaways we were gonna do. So we have some.
Yeah, so we want to show our appreciation for the people that have helped us grow our channel and helping us get things out there.
Lisa,
hello, my Gary.
I know.
Just
no
for you, I will put them to the side.
We were talking about you, Gary.
And let us know, and they're yours for right now until you can get the money. Okay.
Hi,
Just get with
Gary.
James.
And for those of y'all that don't know, part of the reason, because her original suggestion was 11 o'clock Saturday morning, and I said, no, we can't do that. And why is that? Because Westside Gary and Tom Cruise are having an auction.
I was like,
everybody
okay,
needs
never
to go to
mind.
the
Do
auction.
that. I was like, okay, never mind. We can't
So
do that,
I put my party later in the day so nobody has to miss the auction, because we all know everybody's going to abandon everything else they're doing to come see me.
Matt took the sheet to his final resting place. Hey, Matt, I've been known to do the same thing. Like I said, sometimes I just roll it in a ball and it goes right in.
And then at night is Lisa and Danica's hour.
What about
of fun?
Lisa and Danica's hour?
That's Saturday night. That's at 10 p.m.
I know, that's what I said.
Oh.
Yep. We can't miss that.
Well, Gary, we really appreciate you too.
Lisa is a wonderful actress. She's turning into a great comedian. She just needs to learn how to stay in character slightly longer.
I've been watching Lisa's lives recently.
Cinder
Sorry,
was
Lisa.
amazing. I honestly thought Cinder was trashed.
Who?
She played a great role.
What have you been doing, Lisa?
It was one of her characters. Last week they did Disney princesses.
Oh, I wish I would have seen
Lisa
that.
was
I might have to
Cinder,
look at that.
and Danica was Snow.
Oh, Snow White.
And they were trash talking Ariel and the
Oh,
others.
can't do Tinkerbell. My daughter was.
And Jason was there as Prince Charming.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a fun show. They had a great time.
I was not
and
there.
she was the drunk Cinder. So
Yeah, I've been hearing some stories.
we actually thought she actually was not drunk, but she had everybody thinking she was quite toasted.
I really thought she was toasted.
So Treasure Hustlers asked, how long are we going to be on live for?
I don't know.
Treasure
My
Hustlers
hour-long live stream ended an
Are you
hour
talking about
ago.
tonight? Or are you talking about tomorrow on Saturday? I guess.
No, she asked earlier tonight.
Earlier tonight. Yeah, we kind of.
And our hour-long live stream ended an hour ago, so we're just hanging out, chatting.
Yeah. I will have to catch that episode.
The Real Housewives of Disney.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
That was an awesome show. Y'all done a great job every week with that show.
Like I said, I don't get to catch a lot of that stuff.
Unless Matt asked you to drop the link like 10 minutes ago. Just in case you didn't notice.
Do what?
Matt asked you to drop the link 10 minutes ago.
Oh, he did?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't even see it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Matt, we dropped the link. Lisa, we dropped the link.
See, Gary said him fool. Matt's calling BS on something.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you didn't drop that link.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
Oh, Gina, I'm going to miss you.
Good night, Gina. Thank you for coming.
Come visit us on Saturday. Come have fun at our birthday party.
Oh, my camera works.
Gina,
thank you for coming. Come have fun at our birthday party.
Oh my God, what are you guys doing in here?
We can hear you. We can hear you too.
You can mute
on YouTube. What are you guys doing in
Oh
here?
shoot, I did it. That's you.
Oh, Lisa.
I tried
to be all slick.
Wait.
Should we do margarita nights?
Oh wait, what? My camera.
We can always do a margarita night.
Oh my God, James. Oh my God, you guys are whatever.
Okay.
I did have a question for you that I didn't get to ask you earlier when you were up here. Where did Jason go this time?
Okay, so I'm gonna put
besides the dinosaur place. That place was creepy.
Was that in Dallas?
FEMA reached out to him on Sunday, and they requested him in Texas, Laredo, Texas.
Oh, Laredo.
Laredo.
Yeah, we had to get him on the plane the next morning. Actually, I'm going to put out a video tomorrow about it, but yeah, it was like that. He wasn't even home for 5 days, 6 days.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He came home, and then all of a sudden you were like, yeah, he's leaving again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
Quick.
I mean, at least we got to see him, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, we get to see Mateo.
Hello, Matt. How are you doing today?
It says Mateo, though. It doesn't say Matt. Hi, Matt. I see you a lot on every time I'm in the thing with, and James is, I see you, Lisa, I see Rhonda, and I see Matt all the time.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Me and James.
I was asking what y'all all resell or.
Oh wait, what did Matt say? You call BS on me being hammered?
He believed it.
You know what, Matt? You know what? What is on your head? Oh my God! Like there's this thing. I'm just kidding.
I've done it. Quite a few drunk people.
You are good, Lisa. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's funny.
Yep.
The drunk character is easy. It's easy, right?
If there happens to
I'm
be
not good at
anybody here, I doubt there is, but if there happens to be anybody here that doesn't know what we're talking about, Lisa from Copper State Treasures and Danica every Saturday night does a comedy show where they talk about reselling in an off-kilter way.
Lisa, this is the first time I'm hearing
And it's
about it.
very
So sorry.
fun and it's exciting, and they make up characters. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's awesome. They do it at 10 p.m. at Copper State Treasures.
Oh,
every
thank
Saturday.
you, James. Thank you.
That was a true plug right there.
That's probably
It
what it is.
was.
I'm asleep by that time.
I know. That's why Danica and I are thinking about starting it like an hour earlier because we keep missing a lot of people that they go to sleep.
Well,
You know,
what it is, like I said, my
It's
1-year-old
the
kind of like
weekend.
puts
Let's
me.
stay up all night and party.
No, but Jesse puts me in to where I put him down to sleep at 8, and then he goes to sleep, and next thing I know, I'm like, right along with him.
I mean, I woke her up tonight. I was like, "Are you going to join me or not?" She said, I was like, "We're going live in 30
I said,
minutes."
"Oh crap, I forgot."
well, I know we're working on writing like season 2, like the characters and everything. So I don't know. This Saturday might be like a replay of some of the other shows kind of thing, like a premiere. I don't know. I'm still talking to Danica about it. We might throw something together last minute, but that's
I'll try
what
to catch
I'm
you.
looking at.
I'll try to catch you, Lisa.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
James watches you all the time, so
I haven't missed an episode yet. In fact, I think I've been on almost
Been
every
on every episode. Yeah.
I
The
think
highlight reel might be
the New
cool.
York one was the only one I didn't jump in on.
Yeah.
So Matt, how are you doing tonight, Matt?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty wiped, but
What have you
Work,
been up
work,
to this
work,
week?
work.
I've been working today. Yeah, I do construction and I love t-shirts.
Right.
Okay, I was gonna ask, weren't you going with
It
vintage
is summary.
t-shirt?
Yeah, so
Robin! Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Good morning.
That's
son.
how I found my way
Morning.
to
You would
beautiful.
love my
community.
t-shirt. Everyone tries to buy it off of me. It's a Led Zeppelin t-shirt. I'm not wearing it right now. It's a Led Zeppelin t-shirt.
Yeah, we
and
can tell that's not a Led Zeppelin t-shirt.
I swear, every time I wear it, people are like, "Hey, if you don't want that, I'll take it." I'm like, "No, I'm sorry." I was like, "No, I'm sorry."
That's my guilty.
Even in the rough shape it's in, everybody wants it.
Everybody wants it in the, you know. 'cause it's
Exactly.
been through
I'll
the
see
whole-
people. I'll see random people on the street, and I'll be like, "I'll give you $50 for your t-shirt," and they'll look at me
No.
crazy look.
You would fall in love with it, Matt. I want to. I mean, I've had like 5 or 6 people try to buy it off of me, and I was like, "No."
I was
sorry.
always raised, if you don't ask, you won't get anything.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
true.
maybe for the right price, but I mean, right now it means too much to me, so I'm not gonna sell it.
I hear you.
So, but everybody does. They try. I thought of you whenever I had it because I was thinking that would be a Matt shirt. He's gonna see me one day in that Led Zeppelin shirt. He's gonna be like, "Hey, I want that shirt."
Don't wear it. Ask James. I've bid on clothes off of his back, but he won't give them up.
Matt, do you collect them or do you sell them like on
I do.
eBay?
I do both. Because a
Both.
lot of the shirts I'll find like won't fit me, so I also do a lot of trading. I'm in the Bay Area, so there's a bunch of like vintage shops, and even like our sneaker shops and stuff. They'll have like a vintage section. So
Oh,
I can
that's
go in there and I
cool.
can trade shirts and even have them put them on consignment for me. So I do a lot.
Matt, you'll be happy to know that the white Nikes my son got from you, every time he wears them, when we get home, he takes out a toothbrush and cleans them.
Aww.
Yeah.
Carolini, I'm not wearing that shirt right now, but it's a Led Zeppelin shirt.
She has an old vintage Led Zeppelin shirt, and she wears it all the time. It's
And
one
when
of
I
her
say
favorite
vintage,
shirts.
I've had it since before James and me have been married for 7 years. And
Really, Gary? They were just talking about that before you came in. That's funny.
Yeah, our anniversary is actually a funny anniversary. Our anniversary is on Valentine's Day.
Aww.
Seriously,
Cute.
because I was like,
I
I'm
never
not giving
forget
him
my anniversary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told him I'm not giving him a chance to say, "Oh, it's only Valentine's Day, just another day." So I was like, and give him an excuse not to buy anything for Valentine's Day. So I made it on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, what's really screwed up is I had one year because I have an anniversary on Valentine's Day. So when I was working at the prison, we used to have to do mandatory scheduled overtime where they would schedule us to work
Yeah.
on our days off. I have
Mhm.
put in a request not to be scheduled to work for Valentine's Day because, and I even told my supervisor the reason I'm requesting this day. I said it's already my scheduled day off. I said I'm just requesting not to get my mandatory overtime on that day because it's my wedding anniversary.
Yeah, he liked to
They
take off.
scheduled me to work and they said, well, it's a daytime shift, so you'll be
Of
home
course.
in
Yeah.
plenty of time. Well, we had drugs brought onto the unit that day, and I didn't leave till 11:30 that night, and I had to be
Oh
back
boy,
at 4:30 in the morning.
that
So,
sucks.
needless to say, she was not very happy with our anniversary being totally screwed because I only got like 4 hours off, and I had to sleep real quick and get up and go right back to
Yeah,
work.
because I have specifically said, can you please take off on our anniversary? Because they've been working him every single holiday. Like they worked him on Christmas, they worked him on Thanksgiving. And I said, well, what it is they know that they can count on you because everybody under the sun is
That was the
calling
problem
in.
because I asked him
They're all
after that.
calling
I
in.
was really pissed off after that whole day.
I mean, he had scheduled
Yeah.
days off and they would call his butt in because people were
Every
calling
time I had
in.
a day off, they called me to come to work, and then they were like, "You're working too many hours. Take a day off." I said, "Then y'all tell them to stop calling me."
Yeah.
Because every time I take a day off, they'll call me to come in. And then you say, when I say no, you're like, "Oh, you're not a team player. You don't help out around here because you took a day off."
Corporate world.
46
Yeah.
days straight without a day off because
Yeah.
every time I had a day off, they called me to come into work. And yet I wasn't a team player the one day I took off.
Yeah, the one day on our anniversary of all things, because I told him, look, I can handle so and so, but this is our anniversary. It means a
But
lot
no,
to
I
me. So,
talked to my supervisor one day, and it was right after that Valentine's Day, and I was so pissed off, and I said, "Why do you schedule me to work every single holiday?" I said, if I'm not scheduled to work a holiday, you schedule me my overtime on that holiday. He said, because I know you'll show up.
yep, I told
He
you
said,
that's
you're
what they
one of
would
the few
say.
people I know will show up. That's why you always get your mandatories on that day.
Aw.
I said, so
Supposedly,
because I'm dependable, I get screwed.
yeah, even when he
Taken
left,
advantage of.
they had him coming in and they said, "Oh, we'll give you the hours and we'll make up the hours." He had over a month and a half of overtime that when he left he could have like taken it. They should have paid him. Lost it all because he left. They didn't want to.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, see, my last year there, I was on salary.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Oh,
40 hours a week, and I was working 80 to 90 hours a week because we were short of
So
supervisors.
they were compensating that and telling him, "Oh well, since you're doing that, you'll gain comp time." And
Yeah,
he
but then when it came
accumulated, yeah.
time for me to leave, they said, "Oh, we don't do comp time.
Yep.
Comp time is an off the books thing, so we can't compensate you for that time."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that sounds like a legal fight to me.
Grimy right there.
Yeah, but James isn't the type of person that will do something like that.
Well,
He's kinda
the thing
considered
is
civil,
I
that kind of thing.
calculated out. You're right. There could have been a legal issue, but my
Yeah.
issue was
Legally, it was a legal issue. They were
a
taking advantage of you.
mathematical equation which said it would cost me more in legal fees than I would actually get out of them. So it wasn't
Right.
really worth fighting.
Yeah, but I don't know. There might be some way that a lawyer could sue them for like time wasted too, and for them to pay the legal fees, not you.
Yeah.
So you'd have to contact like a workers' compensation lawyer, and they'll tell you over the phone, yay or nay. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, and for me, it's water under the bridge. The best thing I did, honestly, I
Was
mean,
leave the place.
well,
That's
walk out.
right. Invisible door.
I would have never made it through this year had I still been working there. Not only with everything that happened
He would've brought COVID
nationwide,
home.
Yeah.
but also they were making changes on the facility. It's becoming extremely dangerous. I know people that are still working there. It's become a very dangerous place to work. And I probably wouldn't survive this last year. Not to mention all the family issues that I wouldn't have been home for to help out as much as I have and
Yeah.
pull as much of the weight when Jessica's been sick. I wouldn't have been able to do all that
Yeah.
if I was still working there. So, in all that aspect, I've made absolutely the best decision in my life leaving the place.
It was.
The only area I think it was a bad decision is in the business financial decision. I wish my business was more stabilized and
Oh yeah, you
off
should
the
hear the
ground
story
before
of
I
this.
left.
So
It is,
I tell him,
yeah, I agree. Invisible better.
he's very unhappy. I said, if you want to quit your job, you can do it in January. We're at a point to where we could probably compensate if you don't find a job, whatever. You can do it in January. That's what I tell him. I said it's up to you. He just was not happy. And he said, okay. So we had talked about it. The very following day, he comes in and he tells me, by the way, didn't even bother to tell me that he quit his job. He just said, by the way, I quit my job today. And I was like, what?
Well, you gave him that little word, and he was
Part
like,
of it
"Oh, I can do
about
it. You can do it."
Just like,
an
what?
hour before I
Oh my
turned in my
God.
resignation, I found out information that is why I quit my job when I did, and why I'm glad I quit my job when I did,
Yeah.
because they made a change to the facility that was going into effect about a week after I left. And I found out about that change as a supervisor. I knew about those kind of changes
Yeah.
weeks before they happened. And I found out about that change, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to do this. And I looked at the schedule and I said, okay, you've got 2 new supervisors in training, so there will be enough supervisors to cover your shifts
But I had already
if I
told them they
leave.
weren't going to make it through.
And I said, this is the day that they're out of training. I gave them a couple of days after that and said, this is my last day.
And they didn't make it through training.
And well, no, both of them made it through
Oh.
training. One of them quit his first shift, and the other one quit about a month later,
Yeah.
which was about 2
I
weeks
should tell
after
you.
I left.
Yeah, so it was kind of, but I mean, just imagine you're telling your husband, okay, well, you can quit in January, that's fine. But then he comes back the very next day. Oh, by the way, I quit. And I was just like, we didn't even discuss you quitting. He goes, well, yeah, technically we did. And I was just like,
Hello,
yeah, but we
Snobby.
discussed
How are
January,
things across
not
the pond
November.
today? Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
He's
So it was
over in
funny.
England.
England.
Ooh,
Yes,
I
Snobby.
wonder what time it is over there.
we got somebody from England. Hi, Snobby.
He's
It's like
over-
middle of the night,
Welcome.
like 5 a.m. or something.
5 a.m.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Coffee time. Coffee
Time to start the day.
or tea.
So
Choo-choo. Would you like some tea and a biscuit?
but yeah, I mean, one of the changes they made at that facility is the facility I worked in was a minimum security facility
Yeah.
with parolees were our core
5:36. Yeah, that's kind of
population.
early.
So they had incentive to behave themselves because a condition of their parole, we were a drug and alcohol treatment program. And a condition of their parole was completing our program and going home. If they didn't, they went back to prison. Well, they
Yeah.
We
started
just
changing-
shut down 3 minimum securities by us and a high security.
Yeah. They started
changing
changing the type of offenders they were sending us slowly. And
Mentally ill.
they were bringing in offenders that had mental health issues
Mhm.
as well as addiction issues. And these were offenders that were coming in off the streets, not people coming out of prison.
Right.
Coming to our program in lieu of going to prison.
Right.
But
Yeah.
they were all mentally unstable. I mean, you're talking about schizophrenia, bipolar,
It was
every
bad.
kind of mental illness you can think of. These guys, and some of these mental illnesses do not mix well together, and they are being housed
No, they do not.
Yeah. I can't
together.
That
And it
can't
was very dangerous. We
fighting. Yeah.
went from being a facility that had 0 uses of force in 5 years
To
to
like,
having a use of force every week.
he was in one of the use of forces, and he was the only one that knew what to
I was
do.
in
Everybody
several.
just stood there.
Hey, Alex. Gene.
Alex, how's it
We
going?
were calling you last night, but you never showed up.
I was
Everybody
involved
knows
in
I'm live
several
right now.
uses of force with offenders in those last few months I was there. And they were all justified. There was nothing
Yeah.
that was unwarranted. But I was also had the reputation. I'm not a violent person, and I didn't like that part of the job.
Yeah.
I think I could to avoid force when necessary.
He's loved. Not
And I
war.
had offenders that they swore could not get out of a situation that they were involved in without force. And I would go in there and I would talk them down.
And then it would be funny because everybody likes to use the racism card.
Oh yeah, I had the
It was constantly
Hispanics in the place trying to complain that I was racist, and then I was like, you do realize that my in-laws are Hispanic.
It was
If
funny.
I was a racist against Hispanics, I wouldn't have married into them.
I know, that's funny. Oh, sorry, my dog.
He was laughing, and then the warden was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Come over here." So he went and showed the warden pictures of his family, and she came back and she was like, "Yeah,
I
you're
said,
not
you know,
racist."
my wife's maiden name is Rodriguez, and here's her
Yeah, my maiden's name's
father,
Rodriguez.
and her mother, and her sister, and she's the least Mexican looking one out of all of them.
Yeah,
But
I guess I am kind of white.
My husband's Hispanic, well, half. So that's why every once in a while I blurt out Spanish words. Nowhere.
Well, I am the least.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm one of them, and Lisa, I'm like one of the least Hispanics you'll see. My Spanish teacher used to call me her Mexicana gringa.
Gringa.
Yeah, her Mexicana gringa, because I cannot roll my R's. I cannot. So what would happen is my parents, my dad grew up speaking Spanish. My mom was self-taught. So when they didn't want us to know what they were talking about, they'd revert into Spanish. So
Right.
then I had a great grandmother who did speak Spanish. So when she wanted us to do stuff, she would point and she'd say, "Go take out the trash." Or so I learned bits and pieces of the Spanish. You know, I'll throw out every once in a while something Spanish, but I sound really I chop it up. And then I get people laughing because I chop it up so badly. I can't, I don't know where to put the L and la and all of that when I'm talking. Have a hard time. And then, you know, you would think Spanish was really easy for me. So a lot of the Hispanics took Spanish in high school. They were like acing it, and then they'd get upset. They'd start laughing because I'd be making a
couldn't
a B, a C in Spanish.
That's so funny.
They're like, "You're Hispanic. You should be passing this thing." I mean,
you see what Robin said? I put it up there on the screen.
What?
She says you look more
Italian. Oh, she says you look Italian.
Oh, thank you. I think the Italian people are kind of nice looking, especially the men.
Very beautiful. Yeah.
I am not a chiseled Italian statue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, had you not told me, I would have never guessed you to be Hispanic descent.
And I do have some Irish, yeah.
But
I've got Irish and Indian.
They would pull every card that they could to try to get out of trouble if they did wrong, and try to call. I mean, they tried to call us all racist. They called us everything under the sun. You had to learn to have a thick skin to work in that job.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
And especially as a supervisor, because we got more heat than anybody else.
Yeah.
If anything went wrong, automatically, I mean, you're the leader of that team. No matter who does what on your shift, you're in charge of. You're responsible for what everybody underneath you does.
Robin, that's what I said.
My last 3 years there, I was a supervisor. So,
Robin,
I've had friends that would work in the county, and like after a few months, be like, to stop working. It changes people's personality, makes them more aggressive and rough.
Yeah,
you got to have the right personality going in, otherwise it's not a job.
And I never really fit in. I had to pretend to be somebody I wasn't for the entire 6 years I worked there.
So
we needed a paycheck. It had decent benefits. They weren't great benefits, but they were decent.
Yeah.
You know, we were getting paid a steady paycheck. As I moved up the ranks, we were making some pretty decent money. Not great. I mean, and that's one of the things I tell people, like, one of the things that we had an advantage to us with the reselling business is I didn't have that much income to have to replace, because I was only making my last year there. I was only making $32,000 a year, and that was my highest paid year there.
Yeah,
I started working there. I was making $15,000 a year, and she
overworked, underpaid,
because we had Emily by then,
like most jobs.
So, I mean, we had the insurance.
Most important job.
Try raising a family of 4 on $15,000 a year.
Very hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
So we already knew how to budget very tightly. So you can just imagine
my shock when he decides he's going to quit.
Crap!
We were just getting our business going. We were starting to make some consistent income a little bit, and things were starting to move up. And I go in and quit my job.
Yeah. I was like, yes, have a breather. And then he goes in. I was like, why didn't you wait until January? We could have had a good Christmas.
I wouldn't have survived till January.
Yeah,
honestly.
he probably wouldn't. But
Sometimes it's more about what's more important for you mentally, right?
Mentally.
honestly, it was the
Absolutely.
best thing that he could have done. You're
My
right.
timing
Lisa.
was perfect
It was.
because a week after that, a week after I left, I met some guy that I won't mention by name, but his name's up there on my screen. And he did this viewer takeover on his channel. See, at that time, I had like 30 subscribers on this channel.
Yep.
And that guy right there did this viewer takeover, and I jumped up in there.
He was so excited
And
too.
I got to meet him, and I got there and started growing my channel. And
He
then
was
I
starstruck,
met
by the
some
way.
other people, and I met some other people, and I met some other people, and then I got to meet Robin, and
Oh my
my
yeah,
channel
we had
just
fun
started
meeting
taking
Robin.
off after that. That's when my growth started happening. I started collaborating with other channels. I started growing. I started getting on other people's live streams. That first live stream, I was on there for 6 hours. Y'all can't believe it now because I won't shut up. But I got on that live stream. I was there for 6 hours, and I maybe said 5 sentences the whole time I was on there.
Yeah.
But then that's why I do the live streams, because it's helping me feel comfortable with
Hi,
being
Chris.
more
Yeah,
comfortable with the people.
better in front of the camera. Yeah.
He needs to let y'all see his personality, because if y'all could see what I see, he makes me laugh all the time. I'm just like, oh my God, you're so that's so stupid. Or I'll be like, I can't believe you just did that, and I'll start laughing. I'll start busting out laughing. But I'm one of those that's more like, I'll get in the front of the TV, like, the music comes on, I'm all like, I've got my son doing it too now. He'll start dancing.
Good.
But I'm just one of those type of people, just automatically that does that kind of stuff. And James has just always been real. So it's been fun watching James. I mean, now he's doing I'm Scavenger,
Super
putting on those little
scavenger.
scarves. That stuff is like definitely my husband that y'all are starting to see, because beforehand I told him I said, you're kind of boring.
Okay, invisible glitter.
If you go watch my early videos, I'm
Kinda
boring.
boring.
I mean, they were terrible. I can't understand why some of them have 30 views on them still, because
It was boring.
they were terrible. I'll admit it. That's why I don't send people to see them very
I
often,
used
because
to
it's
tell him,
embarrassing.
if you want to go live, you need to go with somebody who's been live before. I said, because you're kind of boring. I said, I'm your wife, and I would never click on you.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm just trying to be honest, But now his personality is coming out, and he's not as boring as, you get to see some of the little. He's not.
You're just using a tablet, right, Matt?
Yeah, my iPad.
Hold on.
You're on your iPad.
That's it.
Oh.
What kind of lighting do you have?
I have can lights, and then I have like a
Yeah, you have better
fixture
lights than we
here.
do.
See, I got these lights. They're big umbrella. They're big bulb lights with umbrellas on them. They're halogen bulbs.
Our kitchen brings.
They
more
do
lighting.
a lot. You just no.
I have like 4 can lights. The ones
These lights used to be in the kitchen
Oh yeah.
when we were doing
Okay,
videos
never
from
mind.
in there.
Well, your
Yeah.
lighting.
it helps
Are
me
you
when
in
I
a
take
walk-in
pictures
closet?
for my clothes too.
Do what, Rhonda?
No, I was asking him if he's in a walk-in closet or if it's a
Let
storage.
us-
It looks like he's in
No,
the
this is just a
Funny.
rack that I have.
and he's come out of the closet.
Oh, gotcha.
¿Puedes hablar español, James?
I have like 4 or 5 closets that are full.
That should answer your
I'm sure you
question,
do.
Gary. He just went like this. He asked you, can you speak Spanish, James?
Me mucho gringo.
Un poco.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Oh, you want to know the one that I learned really fast was, yo no habla español, no habla español, yo habla.
I think I know more Spanish than you do.
Yeah, I know. Yo habla inglés. I had to learn that one really fast.
If anybody wants to
can
learn all the
understand it.
swear words, I got
I can understand Spanish, but I can't. As for like saying it, I chop it all up all over the place. Yep.
Saturday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time comedy show.
I'll try to make it,
They're Copper
Lisa.
State treasures.
It'll be depending on if Jesse's awake or not.
But y'all subscribe to Copper State Treasures. Click the little bell so you get the notifications when she goes live. She also goes live every Friday night with Victoria,
Yeah.
and they have victims come on. I mean, they have YouTube channels that want to promote themselves come on and share a little bit about their channels and what they
I'm
do
not going
with
to be a
YouTube.
victim. I refuse to be a victim.
It's a little bit, it's kind of like an elevator speech, like whatever you want to share, either about your channel or if you're a seller or whatever.
Victimized. Alex says he's
We don't like
Victimized last
I
week.
don't know, make you feel uncomfortable. Just whatever you decide you want to share, you
I
know.
was scared to be on there. They were mean to me.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that. I would have laughed, probably.
Alex, you haven't been on our show, Alex, on Friday nights. You have to come by. Anybody, you guys come in and say hi, and literally 5-10 minutes, just share a little bit about yourself, because sometimes, you know, if you don't go up and you say hi, either whether you're behind an avatar or just showing your face, people don't know you, right? But once you start
They
speaking,
don't know me. They know James.
they start speaking. But we're getting to know you, Jessica. For you know what I'm saying? So, and
Well,
everybody loves you. So
thank you.
great. It's great that you're coming up and saying hi and stuff. I know you're really busy, but I know a lot of people would like to see a lot more of you.
As soon as I found out you loved Christmas like I do, I was like, yep, we're going to get along great.
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
We
Chris,
get that
I'm
next
finding
week.
out these yardsticks in my head. I'm like, ooh, I should go ahead and get like Grinch that stole Christmas with the little Yahoo boring thing. Put it in my.
I'd be yelling at James all the time. Get that for Jessica. Get it for her. Get it for her.
It's like, gotta have money for her.
I agree with Cajun. Gary, I know I've mentioned that to Gary before, to come on the night before his auction
yeah, he should.
to promote his auction.
But
But
Tom should both come on there. Gary can come on there and promote the auction, and then he can follow it up with Tom coming on there, and he can promote the same auction.
So guys, I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. When I was younger, like younger time,
It's a secret. I can't hear.
we went to the same school together. That's how we met. We've known each other since the 7th grade.
really?
We were in the
That's
same
so
classes
cute.
together.
Aww.
We haven't been together that long. We've just known each other.
We've just known each other that long. Not together that long, but we were actual English partners, that kind of stuff. And the person that you see right now was not the person that I was back then. Let's just say, like, me talking to Matt, if Matt said hi to me, it was like,
She went on.
or,
Can I buy
hey,
your
Jessica,
shirt?
how's it going? Okay.
Can I buy your shirt?
I was like, one sentence. And then a friend of mine told me, I said, I don't understand what made you become my friend? Because I didn't have very many friends. Like, I have like a select friends that I can count on that stayed my friends, that would like go to bat for me, that would, unfortunately, my husband kicked my husband's butt if he ever, even yelled at me. But I asked her what attracted you to become my friend. I mean, because even I had guy friends that would try so hard for me to talk, and I wouldn't talk. He said, well, because the few times that you actually talked, you would always make me laugh. And I was like, what? I would make you laugh? And she'd be like, yes. She goes, Jessica, you're a trip. And I never really thought I was very funny. She said, we can't have a conversation without you making me laugh. And she says, to this day, you still make me laugh. You were a trip, natural. And I was like, the things. And I guess her friends, later on, I found her friends were the same ones that would always come and say hi to me. But I was just very introverted, like James. That's why me and James kind of sort of clicked a little bit. Now, as I got older, out of high school, because during high school I was still the same a little bit, but a lot of my friends left, so I kind of had to open up a little bit more. And so then they were saying that I looked that I was totally different, that I was not the same Jessica anymore.
You opened it, you bloomed, you blossomed.
So me talking to guys now is not as much as a problem, but I do sometimes still will become introverted just depending on how uncomfortable I get. Like like this to me at one time would have been a little too much for me.
Too
Like,
much. Yeah.
having Rhonda, having Matt here, having you, even Lisa. It has nothing to do with you. It's just
No, I understand. It's
sorry,
okay.
like too many people. It's kind of like I don't know what to say.
Right.
That's where my shyness. I'm like very shy, and you would not even guess that I was really shy, but I am. I can
We'll
get
pull it out of you.
I think everybody has like those hurdles that they have to like kind of get over, and then once you do something
Yeah,
once,
it's true.
you know
well.
what I mean?
And
Feels a
James
little
had said that y'all have been asking for me, and I was like, "Yeah, right, James." He was like, "No, I'm serious. They've been asking for you," and I was like, "Okay, whatever, James." I was like, "They don't want to hear me," and he was like, "Yeah, they do." But I guess I'm getting proven. I mean, I guess James was not lying when he said y'all were asking for.
No, we
Well,
love you.
we enjoy your company.
Come on, because you talk.
You're the better half.
And I'm so shy, I don't ever say anything. I
No,
just
your
sit here and look at the
personality is
calendar.
starting to come out. Like I said, it's gotten a
but-
little better.
So if y'all didn't see it just now, the Hustlers just said that they are going to be going live here in just a little bit. So their links in the chat. If you're not subscribed to the Treasure Hustlers, go check them out. Subscribe to their channel so we can move the party over there. What time are y'all going to go live?
They need to pick me up because I want to go dumpster diving with them.
You're gonna go dumpster diving? We should get together, Matt.
Are you gonna go diving with them
with the
tonight?
treasure
Yeah,
hunt.
migraines are the
They're like a
worst.
6.
Sarah, 4 days a week is way too many. You need to see a doctor.
I
Just
think
saying.
we should do something where we like all, even though we don't get to meet, maybe we should all do a
That's
dumpster
the mom
dive
and me. I'm sorry.
and see who
I
comes
agree,
back.
Jessica.
Like who comes, like make it into a race or something. Like who maybe we time ourselves. Okay, who can grab the most stuff within the hour's time, and then we just all go live.
I told Jessica earlier that what we need to do is we need to go to California, and then the girls are going to go diving, and then super scavenger dumps out of the dumpster as they go to dive in.
Yeah,
Or it's got to be like a scavenger hunt, like where we like you need to find 5 items, like a blue chair.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Something like that, and then whoever gets those 5 items.
We should do something like that around the holidays.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I mean, because most of us will be off anyways. That would be fun.
I don't know if any of y'all watch Wade's Ventures. I was over there watching his dumpster wars that they did last year. That looked like some fun, and that was all bigger channels that did that because it was Bearded Picker and Wade and Shane from Rise and Grind and Jason from Thrift Trader and
maybe we can get Alex.
Who
to
was
join
the
us
girl?
too.
I can't remember who the girl was. Lindy. But they did a big collab, and so it was like 5 channels, and they were competing against each other to see who had the most finds in the dumpsters. And I thought about we should do something like that nowadays with some of
Alex,
the smaller channels and
so that it
collab
grabs
together
my
to do
husband's
something
attention.
more like that. Is using CBD considered a relapse?
Not if it doesn't have
there's a lot
THC.
of discussion about that. Supposedly, CBD does not have the THC, which is
There's
the
no, yeah.
of marijuana. And the other question is, was that your addiction, or were you addicted to something other than THC?
No, he's
It
saying
doesn't matter.
he helps.
I'm gonna
with
say
migraines.
hell no.
I've heard the same thing, Alex. I've heard it helps with migraines. It also helps with anxiety.
And fibromyalgia, which is what I have.
We've been talking about maybe CBD on our daughter because she's so spastic. They're wanting to put Botox injections and all sorts of stuff. I mean, she's got a dislocated hip, and she's just been in a lot of pain recently. It's so sad. I want to cry.
Don't get the gas station stuff. You have to get the real deal CBD oil.
And that stuff is
Just make sure it doesn't have THC in it.
Yeah, that's the only reason I haven't tried the CBD oil yet is because it's so expensive. We've got to be able to.
And we have 2
pay
people.
for it.
We'd probably be using it on him and our daughter. So
Yeah,
And just a month's supply is like
$200.
yeah,
a couple $100 at least.
yeah. It just depends on, and it could be for like a small little bottle. Like so, I don't know.
But to answer
All
the
right,
question, If it doesn't have THC, it is not a relapse.
So you got the poochie there. Where's the piggy?
Oh, I
Got a
can't
pig?
pick her up. She hasn't walked by. The dogs get all
She's got a
crazy.
pig?
Yeah, she has a pig.
I have a friend who has a pig. One of my best friends has a pig.
Yeah, it's not as cute as it sounds. Like it's
I
a
know,
lot
that's
of
what she
work.
said.
It's
She
a
said
lot
it
of
was
work.
cute when it was first born. She said, but
Yeah.
once it gets bigger, forget it.
But she's really sweet and kind, and like her feelings can get hurt just like a human. It's really, I've never had one before. She's rescued.
They say they're smart and smarter
Extremely
than
intelligent. Yeah.
The pigs.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hang up because I got a few things I need to take care of, and I want to make sure that I'm around when the Treasure Hustlers go live, and so I got to
I caught them the other day. They were kind of funny. I liked it.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
kinda
go do
enjoyed
a
it. I was
live
laughing.
dive here in a little bit. We've already been on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
But thank
I
you,
think-
James and Jessica.
Thank y'all for joining us
Bye, Lisa.
tonight. I think we're gonna go ahead and
So
go
let's remind
tonight.
everybody, Saturday birthday party. Come
3
join us.
p.m.
Have fun. 3 p.m. I don't know
Join
how
Lisa
long I'll be
tomorrow
on
night.
there. Probably definitely an hour. Prizes. No birthday cake, unfortunately. I tried to get James to get a birthday cake. But
And when are you gonna start doing a live stream, Matt?
Yeah, right.
soon. I'm gonna be at the flea market on Sunday. I might do it there.
Oh, that's
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I like the flea market.
If you go
stream.
live, I definitely will watch.
You
I'll
got
watch.
it.
Well, I am, Sarah, just because I got some stuff to do. So,
Well, you know,
Well, it's not just because of y'all, Sarah, Jackie.
yeah, I've got to go. I've got to hit the hay.
Yeah, she's tired. She's
I
gotta
haven't
get
really
to
been
bed.
feeling well, but
And but I will probably still be up for a little while. So.
yeah, he'll probably be talking to all y'all.
But
This one
honestly-
gets starstruck over here. He really does. You should see
Yeah,
him
like-
and hear him over here.
That first night I went on, part of the reason I didn't talk too much that first night I was on was because I was like, oh my gosh,
It's
Pirate's
so-and-so.
here. Because Storage Auction Pirate was there, and then Storage Stalker came in, and then Storage Legends came in. And here I am with 34 subscribers and all these huge channels all around me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's Pirate.
Jessica. So, okay, this person I am going to mention, he was like, Jessica, I just got off a live with Alex. I'm like, who in the heck is Alex? Jessica, you know, you caught him the other day. It was actually one of the lives that I had caught him before. And so he was really excited to see Alex and get to talk with him. And then I went back and watched it and I said, James, but you didn't say anything.
But I was on live. And by not saying anything, I got like 20 subscribers just that night.
awesome.
And then within the
I was
next
like-
2 weeks, I was over 200 subscribers.
It
Yay.
was funny. It really was. I was just like, but James, you didn't say a darn thing. How can you be excited about going live with
Good night,
somebody?
Gary.
Bye, Gary.
All right, y'all. We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, Lisa.
So anyway,
Bye.
thank you
Bye,
guys.
you guys.
See y'all later.
Oh, man.
Tune into the Hustlers, and we'll see y'all later on. Have a
All
good
right,
night.
thank you, brother.
Y'all
Is
take care.
Bowman in there?
Bye. Bye, guys.